Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. As you can see, this week we're building the house from Big Bang Theory of Howard and Bernadette. I love how this one turned out to look like. It is actually really good. Even though we barely see the exterior, I think I really made it work. I am so in love with how it turned out. I'm so proud of it. So yeah, hope that you will like it. It is, I guess, a suburban American house, and it has 2 bedrooms. One is a nursery. I made it into a nursery / toddler room. I know that little Haley is like still little, but I thought, hey, let's just do it. So yeah, and it just turns out to look so cute. I don't know, I'm so happy with it. I hope you will like it too. I did the renovated version, not the version like we've seen for many seasons, because, well, first things first, it looked way too grannies and way too old when Howard and his mother lived there, and when Bernadette moved there with Howard and they renovated, it just looked amazing. And since then I was so in love with it, and I haven't touched like the apartments from the rest of this TV show because they are kind of like weird shaped and I can't really fit them as an actual apartment in San Maisuno. But I don't know, I was watching the TV show, and I think like 2 months before, like not now, 2 months ago, I was like, oh my god, this house is so pretty, and then it struck me, I can recreate it in The Sims. So yeah, I'm so happy with how it turned out. Just a little note, first things first, I try to match everything at point, but if, for example, here that you're seeing, I used a lot of things that are kinda, I guess, industrial feeling on them. They had more furniture. It was a mix. Well, first of all, the color palette that they used around the house for this, I guess, house was green, orange, blue, and a bit of yellow. So yeah, we have a lot of these things for these colors, plus tons of gray. Like, the entire house is covered with gray walls. Like, they went, I don't know, to the paint, they were like, what is Sim, that gray, let's paint the entire set of it. But yeah, whatever, that's not my point. And their furniture is kinda like mid-century, kinda rustic, and kinda modern. So, because we don't have many rustic furniture and all we have is these ones that have like a bit of industrial rustic feeling to them, if I saw, like, for example, if a side table matched a side table in the game but it had that rustic feel, I would go with those rustic furnitures in The Sims 4, just so it would have like a nice flow around and it wouldn't be like too weird for you to download. I just wanted everything to match and look good. So there are like slight adjustments to a few things that might match a bit better, but I thought it looked way better in the game when you downloaded the thing. So yeah. As in terms for the layout, there is nowhere a layout for the actual house, but that wasn't really a problem. I watched Big Bang Theory for 6 years. I've got, of course, all the seasons, but I think I found it when it was on the 4th season, and it was kinda easy for me to like recall details since the renovation was kinda like new. And because Big Bang Theory has such a huge like fan base on Wikia, the Big Bang Theory Wikia, I could find so many pictures. Like, after an episode aired, I guess they went there and they updated like the tag logs, like they created a whole new page for the episode, plus they added so many pictures and they have categorized it. So after I think season 9, so I searched like on the Wikia for season 9 and season 10, and it was quite easy to find pictures, and I didn't really have to like search and find the episodes as I usually do on all the rest of the houses from such sims that I've created. So it was way easier for me to find like the things, the photos, but my problem is it had kind of limited photos and the size was kind of small. But for me at that time was okay. You know, I didn't have a problem with that. I could see what's going on. But because I didn't really, at the end, when you will see the screenshots, you will see that I have put screenshots from the game plus a contrast from what looked in the show. So I tried to like match them. And because I didn't really want to put like screenshots that is like 600 pixels by 300 or whatever it was, I had to like find the episodes, and I actually found them online. It was way easier, even though the quality is not great. It was way easier. But like while watching, searching like for the specific part, just to find the correct angle that I had took the screenshot, I realized that I made few small whoopsies. But I don't think they're like that important. So because I had edited the entire video, I had finished the house, I had took the screenshots, I couldn't really change them. Like for example, here in the kitchen, there is like, I think, it's not a counter. A cupboard up in the fridge, which I did not add it. It will be in the final version because it was something super simple to add, but yeah, just mentioning that. Plus, where the fridge is, it has 2 counters, and next to it we have a bin, but that's because, you know, there is a non-existing wall in the set, so they couldn't really put anything on the other wall. So yeah, there is that. So I had to put something on the other wall just to make it look realistic and not have an entirely blank wall. So yeah, here in the kitchen they have some sort of these things. No, it's not cabinets. I just said it before. Counters. I'm sorry. I just woke up, so I'm kind of like still sleepy. And I had to record it because it has to go out today. So yeah, whatever. Not my point. They're like pure white and they have a marble countertop, and I couldn't do anything about that, and I decided to go with these that had a brown countertop. And the reason for that is it has brown all around the house, a light and a dark brown, so I felt like it kinda blended better with the rest. I could have gone with the extremely plain ones, the plain white ones that come in plenty of colors, like many colors from the base game, but I didn't really like them. I thought they looked weird, so yeah, just mentioning that. I don't know, I felt like these matched the style a bit better, even though they had like that little detail that had the brown countertop. I just felt like, who cares? So here we have a bathroom, and I'm not completely sure about the entrance for the kitchen. I know that there is a bathroom there because in a Thanksgiving episode, I think it was in season 7, Sheldon came out of there and said he went to the bathroom, he's going to the bathroom, and he went there. So yeah, I added the bathroom there, plus I didn't really want to have a teeny tiny hallway just for a bathroom, so I decided to add also like a door to the kitchen, plus the door where the door currently is a blank hallway. No, there's basically the cameras there, so I decided, you know what, it makes sense. You don't want to have only an entrance to the kitchen from the dining area, at least how I see it. Another small mistake that I made that I realized later, but I couldn't actually change it, is, excuse me, where the bookcase now is. Basically the wall extends and the bookcase is in front of that little square of wall that is a bit more front. So yeah, just mentioning that. I don't know, I think it looks okay. You know, they're like teeny tiny things that you don't really care. So yeah, that side of the wall, we've never seen it, so I didn't really know what to do there. My boyfriend mentioned that his mother, Howard's mother, used to play the piano, but I didn't really recall that. I just went with it, and we went with a keyboard. Actually, I went with a keyboard since Howard plays the keyboard, and I thought, sure, whatever. Plus, I added like the fireplace. I think it's good to have a fireplace. Oh, I think that I forgot to mention, because I was rambling before, in the living room, there's like a teeny tiny problem. Truly teeny tiny. In the TV show, they have like a small TV, like the small TV that Sims 4 has. And I put that there, if you actually noticed that, and it looked horrible. I was like, okay, you know what? They have the money to have this entire house and renovate it. I'm pretty sure they could have the money to just buy a bigger TV. So yeah. Here is the garage. Something that I realized quite later, which, to be honest, it didn't really make any sense to me. But I just went with it. Like that fence there, the garage is detached from the rest of the house, which makes sense. And basically the fence there is, I guess, the separator from the garage to the rest of the house. But again, I realized that later, way later, like today. So yeah, it looks kind of weird, but I think it works. Since we've never seen the exterior of the house, I don't want to be too, like, I guess, mean to myself and too judgmental, and I think I did good. It looks good on the outside, and you know, when you go to the gallery, you usually see the outside. You don't really care as a first impression how it looks on the inside. So yeah, I went with the outside looks, and the inside looks pretty damn good, even though that fence there makes no sense. So I cut this part out. Their garage is full with boxes and stuff, as I guess most people's garage. And it was really boring for me and for you to just watch me put boxes there, so I was like, no one cares. So yeah. All around the house they have these beautiful green bushes, which I think they truly give like a nice vibe to the house. And they have like white flowers, which I guess they're daisies, and I went with these ones from Romantic Garden, I think, stuff pack. I think it's the name of the pack. And I think they look so good. I love them. I don't know, they're definitely one of my favorite flowers that came in the game. They have so many colors and everything, so yeah. They look so good. If you watched any of my other houses from Show the Sims, you know that I usually not only struggle with the layout, because we don't really have a layout, but the exterior turned out to look horrible. And while I keep searching for images and pictures, I realized that because all of these things are on set, and they don't really care like for exterior accuracy, they just look weird on the inside, especially the houses, the house from Modern Family, the Tucker and Pritchett house, Combs and Mitchell's house, that was terrible. But this one really didn't had any like inaccuracies, I guess. Maybe a few small ones, which I couldn't really make them fit. But one big one is this room here. They have a backyard, which they have a door that leads to the backyard. The door looks like it's some sort of, I guess, storage room, I should probably say. You will see it in the screenshot. I took the screenshot, and it leads like to an area that looks like that, pretty much. The thing is, I couldn't really fit anywhere. A storage room apart from the other side of the house where the bathroom is, like the side on the left. But that didn't really work that well because the house would be like sideways and it would look weird. So I added a door from the dining area to the backyard. I don't know. And we have this whole empty space there, which I don't know what it could be. It can be anything. If you download this house, you can do it whatever you want. It's just an empty space just to make it look realistic, basically. So yeah, I didn't. That's the only actual inaccuracy that I could find. Because I guess in the sets, that's like just the wall with the windows there, and on the other side there's nothing. I've never been into the Big Bang Theory set, even though I would love to. I've never been there, so I don't really know how that would work, but theoretically, in my mind, that's just a blank wall and they have nothing on the other side. So, yeah. I don't know, I really wanted to mention that, because I know it looks weird. I'm pretty sure it does look weird. So, yeah. Yeah. Howard's and Bernadette's room is so colorful. It's blue with orange and everything, but I couldn't really find a bed that would be so colorful and blue and it would look remotely like Howard and Bernadette's bed, so I went with that. And also, oh my god, they have like orange curtains, and the only orange curtains that I could get was the ones from the Halloween stuff pack, spooky stuff pack I think it was called, and it was just stupid looking. Like, you don't want to destroy like curtains in your house, so I went with these kid ones. I was like, sure, that will do, even though I know that it looks stupid. So yay. So what do I, oh yeah, here there is like a door next to the bookcase, which I found out that it is the door that leads outside the bedroom to the hallway, theoretically, but first things first, that couldn't be a hallway there. The bedroom would have to be rotated the other way, but we can see in an episode where Howard and Bernadette were supposed to be on holidays, Raz and I don't recall his name right now, sat in the hot tub, like sneaked in the house and went into the hot tub, and you can see them that they are facing the hot tub. So yeah, theoretically the house should be like, their bedroom should be there, but the door leads to a different way. So I decided to be like, whatever, that would be like a walk-in closet. Why not? Like, they have a huge house, they can have a walk-in closet, even though it's super small, I know, but whatever, just let me have that. You know what, it looks okay, I think. So yeah, it worked. Theoretically in the TV show that's wrong, but hey, who cares, right? That's okay. So yeah, we haven't seen the entire bathroom, we've only seen the sinks, so I decided to go with the toilet there plus a bathtub, sorry, and I'm losing my voice, give me a second. Okay, much better. And I don't know, like, I feel that was okay, even though not realistically, like in Sims game, you don't really want to take baths because they take way longer, which is realistic. I'm still losing my voice. Okay, apparently I cannot talk for 20 minutes straight. That's not a thing that I can do, so whatever. Hailey's bedroom was a bit of a problem, and that was because, not really a problem, like the wallpaper of the bedroom was like such a cute little thing. It had stars and space things and rockets and hot air balloons and stars. I already said stars. And it was so damn cute, and it was blue, and I loved it. I thought it was just darn adorable, but I couldn't really recreate it. So I went with this one that has flowers. It's a bit more girly, but I thought, hey, it works, so that's okay. And I tried to go with the stars there on the curtain just to bring the stars in the bedroom, but I didn't really like how it looked like, and I decided to go with the blue plus yellow that they had in the TV show too. So yeah, you will see that there are few inaccuracies here, as how the armchair is shaped, plus like the little bin. The bin was a plain white one that closes because, you know, theoretically there you put the diapers and you don't want the entire room to smell like that. And the armchair was a bit more like cuddly, I guess. But I didn't really like any of the other orange ones, and I thought that was fun, and I went with that bin because it was more colorful and it matched the whole thing a bit better. So yeah. In the TV show they have like a little shooting star that says Haley on top of it, and we have nothing like that here. I try, as you saw, to put like the little shelf with the star there, but that didn't really work that well because there is a shelf right beneath that. So I went with just that weird thing from Dine Out that we can all imagine that is Haley, I guess. That side is again where the cameras are, so I tried to make it look like as realistic as possible, and I kept like the whole thing around. So yeah, where you see like the door from Haley's bedroom, to like again another walk-in closet, I guess that's a bathroom for that bedroom. But I couldn't really fit a bathroom there, even if I wanted to. That would look kind of weird. It would be a tiny bathroom. So we have like a separate bathroom there, and it's a big one. I used a shower there just in case you want like to take a more of a quick thing. So yeah, and we're almost done here, I think. I don't recall what else I'm doing. Did I work? Yeah, already. I think that's it. I actually don't really recall. Yesterday it took me quite a few hours, like the entire thing to build it. Just build it, it took me 5 hours, but I had to do like the reset for the pictures and everything, and I took like a break. I took one break of 1 hour, so from start to finish that took 9 hours to do, and then I had to edit it within the 9 hours, of course. So yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like I ended at around 11, I think, at night. So yeah. Yeah. I tried again. I don't know. I really like how the exterior turned out, and the fact that matches the interior. I am so happy the fact that they didn't do like set mistakes. Maybe they did. Like they haven't shown the exterior of the house, so we can't really know. But the set looks pretty dope as we are seeing it. So yeah, I'm super happy with that. And you will see back here, it's like a little enclosed backyard, and I think it's so cute because even if you download it just for you in the game, if the toddler grows up, you can have like monkey bars there, and it would be adorable. So yeah, I'm so happy with that. Here in, I guess that entryway, I don't know, it's not a balcony, I don't recall how it's supposed to be called. I used the items that was on the original like house before the renovation, and I just found out that they changed this, but whatever, they look cute, right? So I just went with it. So that's the house, and I took originally like a few exterior pictures, and then you will start seeing like the pictures that, yeah, here you go, that match, I guess. So you can compare, you can pause the video, and you can see if I did like many mistakes, which I hope I didn't. You can see where I'm mentioning the like little thing. How is it called? I don't really recall. Oh, bridge? No, it's not a bridge. Fence. So yeah. If you want to download that, as I do with all the houses from Show to Sims, I always put a link down in the description down below that it will lead you to the gallery's website. You can search my username in the gallery, which is the exact same as here. You can search for the hashtag FSTS, which stands from Short Sims, and you will find more TV shows or movie houses that I recreated. Or if you don't have like Origin gallery access, I put also a link down below for manual download, so I think that's pretty nice. So after this one, which I really liked, I said that I will do Hot in Cleveland, I think it's named, which I haven't really seen, but you can feel free to leave any suggestions you might have down below, and I will get on them eventually. These videos, like the specific spilled builds, take me quite a while since they require research, and like it's kinda I won't go with hard, but it's like it requires a lot of energy and like to be there and like find the exact match and get every detail on point. So yeah. Oh, here I included 2 screenshots just so I can show you, because I couldn't really find a bigger screenshot from that. They had a rag that it was like blue and orange, and I wasn't really sure from what episode that was, so I just kept the screenshot that I found, and I used like that rag which is blue and orange, even though that was like 2 different rags in reality, but whatever. So here's the exterior that I was talking about. I know it doesn't really make sense, but you can see what I was talking about. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch more houses from Short Sims, I will link a few of them down below, and yeah, I hope you will have an amazing day and take care. Bye.